We're looking at the change in REIT earnings, represented as funds from operations or FFO, over the course of the pandemic. The chart plots the last quarter before the pandemic, fourth quarter 2019, on the x-axis, and the y-axis will move through time showing changes in FFO by sector until the first quarter of 2022. The size of the bubbles represents the equity market capitalization at the end of each quarter. In the fourth quarter of 2019, the REIT sectors are lined up on the 45-degree blue line, showing the starting point of FFO. REITs ended 2019 on a high note, with record high FFO of $16.8 billion in the fourth quarter. By the end of the first quarter of 2020, the first signs of difficulty related to pandemic shutdowns and social distancing appeared in REIT earnings. FFO declined 9.0% for the first quarter, with almost all sectors falling below the blue line. Lodging resorts fell the most, while industrial REITs reported a 21.7% increase in FFO from the prior quarter. Industrial is the only property sector never to fall below its pre-pandemic level. The second quarter of 2020 represents the first full quarter of earnings in the pandemic. Lodging resorts once again took the biggest hit, down sharply from the previous quarter. We see healthcare fall below the blue line, where it will stay. On the positive side, data center FFO increases 32.6% from the previous quarter, putting it above the blue line where it will stay for the remainder. In the last quarter of 2020, infrastructure's steady earnings increases put it above the blue line for the first time since the beginning of the year, along with self-storage. Data centers and infrastructure are both up 17% from their pre-pandemic levels, with industrial up 8.8%. In the second quarter of 2021, FFO for equity REITs surpasses the pre-pandemic level, up 3% from the end of 2019. Lodging resorts continues to gain some ground relative to the end of 2019, posting positive FFO for the first time. Residential REITs finally pass above the blue line. In the first quarter of 2022, retail finally passes above the blue line, up 4.7% since the end of 2019. FFO for equity REITs is up 9.6%.